What's up, everybody? This is Sean Lewis from Easy Street Billiards, Tacoma, Washington at this point. Got Vic Carrero playing against Bryan Nels in the garage. Race to 7-8 ball. Vic's like 460 Fargo. Bryan, I think, is like 380 Fargo. It's getting better. One of my students. I'm just doing the commentary here, so I'm going to be off and on, mostly on. Trying to upload or get the comments section going for anybody. Okay. Okay, Bryan made a ball in the break, I think. Saw one at least. Yeah, one went down. Shooting at solids, or excuse me, stripes here. Not sure if the 15 goes in the bottom right corner. If he can make this 10, like with kind of a stop shot and stun it over, then maybe the 15 goes now. And it would be great to shoot it. Maybe it goes in the side. I don't know. Other than that, everything looks like it has a chance to go. The 11, maybe a little tricky. Kind of got on the 11 with the chance to do something here. Oh. A little bit of congestion in the middle here. To deal with that some sort of way. I don't know if the 5 goes in the side, and then you can go forward into the 8 and bump and kind of like disrupt the balls. That could be a shot. Could shoot the 1 to enable a position for that. If any of y'all are on the stream, go ahead and say hi. Appreciate you. And then also anybody that's ever watches one of these streams, if you're trying to be involved and want to do commentary, if there's only one person, I'm always down to like talk to somebody else while I'm doing this. It doesn't have to be just me. So if you have an interest in it, just get on, email me or whatever, or not email me, but make a comment, and then I can try to email Evo, and then they can add you as a commentator. Here we go with the 6 now. Still got to get at those balls in the middle. What's up, Mark? Back again. This is your garage account? Let's see what do we got here. Bryan's those balls in the middle of the table are still chilling in there, so we got to do something about that at some point. Oh, maybe this is it. Boom. Ooh, maybe that's enough, actually. Now it appears as though she can shoot 3, and then there's the 4 ball goes in the left bottom corner. VIC appears to be out of the room. Oh, there she's at. Yeah, I think if you can go forward to get at that 7 ball, that would make sense. But if it's straight in like that, then it doesn't. You didn't get the angle. So now I like this shot. Eh, not sure what's going to happen here. You can slow roll this ball in and then leave yourself an angle on the 11 to go forward and then into the balls from left rail and then into the balls. Yeah, this is a little steep. Now you might have to use left English to try to hold it, but if you can bump the top of the 4, that could give you a shot on the bottom left or the bottom right hand corner for the 15. Yeah, like what he's seeing there. It's possible because of the monitor that he has the angle that I'm talking about right now without doing anything. Yeah, I'm not sure if he would have made it. I think he would have hit it fuller. It would have probably broke it out. Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say, but either way, now it's tied up. So now Vic's gonna have to deal with this somehow. Yeah, in these situations, it's like crucial to really try to plan, see what you're gonna do. If you make the 6 ball and then you have to break the balls out, then now you're doing work for him. So you have to be careful that you're not hurting yourself by making balls. Ooh, dang, that was really close. Yeah, I didn't see that breakout. That was really good. Just a touch more, either I guess low or just a little bit more right English could have taken you down to hit solidly onto that 4, and that could have really broke it out and ended up with the shot. You just glanced off the top of it. So it was really close to the right line. Here I like using shooting the 15 in the left side, then shooting the 11 in the corner with the intent of going up table. This is fine too, although he's kind of seems like he might be stretching. Which I don't know if I want to stretch. Yeah, now probably just cut it and then go bottom rail, side rail, and then play the 8 in the side pocket, the right side pocket. Just go 90% full. Yep, like that. Could have came up a little bit higher. This is fine for the corner. You could still shoot it in the side if you want. All right. 1-0 to Bryan. One thing I'm going to start doing is using the tools here. I'm going to try to do some tool action today. Keep forgetting that the functionality exists. Oops, did it accidentally. Give me a stripe in the side. Good shot for a stripe in the side or the corner there. 15 in the top right. All the balls are decent. And the 14 are really tied up, and then all those balls on the end rail in general. Now, because there's 3 stripes on the end rail, well, I think you can actually shoot the 10 in the side. Well, I don't know. I'd probably go 15 top right, 10 in the side, 12. Yeah, it's tough. There's really no breakout. Yeah, now the 3 is really the challenge here. And I would say it's worth a look. I guess probably banking it out of there at some point. Oh, it's open table too. Nice. So I would definitely be taking stripes here. I would say the trick then being to get on the 12 and then again on the 9. So at some point, maybe here, you play the 15 and then land on the combo, the 9-12 combo, or just the 12 9. And that would be just a high ball, end up between the 8 and the 3, that window. Happy New Year's to everybody that's watching. We got Vic Guerrero playing against Bryan Nels. A little bit of 8-ball action here. Getting better after New Year's. Whoop. I think this is a great spot to shoot that combination. Yeah, so, they're playing a little bit of 8-ball on a 9-footer, which is an interesting game. You get a little bit more space to operate, but then you do have to make longer shots. So it's not quite the same as it is on a bar table, but it's a great game. It's a good test, and it makes you think of different ways to play patterns because you're not tied to the lowest numbered balls like you are in rotation. Yeah, so let's use these tools. So it looks to me like it's slightly uphill, which means the cue ball is going to go down here, and then that ball is going to go up. Yeah, so then she would have had to play shape for like this area for the ball. They would have floated up here. So Bryan is solids. Yeah, so here, cue ball like this. Ooh, nice. Broke it out? Maybe. Maybe not. It definitely goes short side. If it goes, maybe you can go this way with the cue ball, play that shot. Then I like going like this. And this actually, you might be able to make this shot here with a little bit of spin, but I don't know. It's hard to see if there's like room. Bryan's on the edge of disaster here, but he's looking okay. I don't really know what you like here. Might cut the 1. The 6 looks a little dicey. Might scratch off the 3 or the 1. Yep. So I like shooting the 9. If you can end up with a good shot to shoot this ball, it makes sense to do that so that you can shoot this shot and then that shot by like coming down this way and up. Although now the thing is you have to deal with is playing the position back over to here. I don't know what's going on with my pointer. Ugh. Well, Bryan's in a little bit of a quandary here. The 1 doesn't go. I think you just make the 7 come down this way or maybe bump them. If you can bump them, that would be nice, especially if you were to bump off the 1 and come below. I might have cleared it out. Maybe it goes past now. I know if you guys are watching me with my little tools, I'm working on it. I'm just trying to get better. So I'm using them. Might try some circles later. Who knows? Little freehand. Oh, Bryan's telling him to slow down. Got a nice one. Yeah, see, freehand, kind of like that, because then I can just go a little bit more ham like this. Boom. Shoot that. Yeah, boom. Cue ball up here. I like that so that you can shoot this shot and then have your cue ball go this way. Oh, this is good because now he can go like this with the cue ball. And this is like high left. So now if you can come up this way, that's what I like. A little hard. It's going to work out. Nope, maybe not. Yeah, so you make this cue ball into the rail, back across or to here, depending on what he likes. I think you can make your cue ball go like this on this shot. Oh, she has this. I like this shot. I like that better. Thought maybe the A was in the way. And now you can go down and back up. Even down, back up, and up, depending on how thin this is. Maybe you bump the ball. I think most likely if you bump it, it's going to go like this. If you hit here and it goes this way, then that ball's going to go like that, and that might block you. That's not going to be good. I like that shot, actually, because you left yourself a good shot. Boom, boom. Shoot that. I think, Bryan, what you got to do, just make it. Probably go up and back. Not sure if he called that bank. He called the bank, but I think he called up here. I think you can cut the 10 in the side. Play 3 rails for the 11 in the bottom right. You have to shoot this like with pocket speed on the 10, I think. Whoa. That was about as thin as it is. Brian's doing a good job here, just eyeballing it. Try to feel the shot. feel the way that it's going to strike the 8 ball so you have a better understanding of what you want to do. Dang. Well, not sure what happened there. So anyways, I like putting the cue ball here so I can shoot to come here, and then I want to be here for this 10 so that I can go like this. Yeah, that was the exact shot. It just, she hit it too full into the point. If she would have made it, then the cue ball would have floated the right way. On this shot, yeah, if you cut it that way, you're going to end up coming like this. So the only thing to worry about is this scratch here. Yeah, you hit it so full, that's why it came out like this. So you can draw back, then you can come back like this or go forward. Yeah, from here, draw back and shoot to this corner. Shot making. Ooh. This is tough-ish. I can see cutting. I could see banking. Maybe banking. I gotta do something more like this. Stun line. I like cutting it in the side if you think it's thin enough. You can hit it hard enough to get some pace on it. If it's too thin, it's just hard to control the speed. Ooh. He's going to leave her a pretty reasonable shot here. Yeah, I don't know. The bank, I think, was maybe the shot I like for myself. I like to draw this ball like that down there. It's more like this. A little bit like comes down and turns. Nice. Yep, that was even more draw. That's why it came this way. You go down this way and then you hit the rail, then now you don't scratch. Or if you draw and you come across. Taking a short break. I think it's stuck behind the side pocket there. Found it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that mechanism. I noticed the other day that a ball got stuck. I gotta look at it. Okay, we're back. 1-1. Vic's got a head ball break. Works pretty good for spreading the balls in 8-ball. As such, see what she's got here. I don't know if the 10, the 14 solid or stripe ball is makeable. That's a good shot. I think stripes is pretty good here. Solids, the 3 is a little bit tough, and then the 4 and the 5 are blocked as well. So here, I think in my ideal reality, I'm shooting the 14, and I'm trying to keep the cue ball above the 4. If you can shoot the 13 in the side early on, and then come back around for either the 9 or the 10 to just open up some room for traffic. Yeah, getting down in there got a little dicey. She opened up the 5 ball, and then if she shoots the 15 away, now the 4 is going to go as well. That's good. She kept it in open space. I like that. Not sure if Bryan's got a great shot here. I like shooting the 3 just because it gets it out of the way. If you kind of like start out and then you like get position on a tough ball to get position on, accidentally, it's worth it to shoot it a lot of the time in 8-ball. Stefan, if I'm saying it correctly. Yeah, this format is tap rules, I think, which is anywhere behind the line, behind the head string. There's no break box. It's not the break box is not a standard format in the area in which we live. Nice. She's ended up with a good line on this 15 in the side. She's gonna need to float over to get shape for that 10 or in the 9, hopefully to not bump the other ball and create some traffic. Good. Now I think shooting the 10 here is if you come up this way and you stay below the straight line, then when you shoot the 9, you're going to come up this way. Ooh. I like that confident stroke. So now you want to be above. You want to draw back, I think. So, well, see now what do we got to do here? Maybe this is in play. You're shooting that, and then you got to use right English. Because you might be more like this is where you're going to end up with. Here, and then the right English makes it come straight back. Ooh. Bumped it. Tied up these balls. See, that might come up even if she doesn't make this. That fact that these two balls are now tied up. I feel like if Vic can just end up with the 8 anywhere in this area right here, she can win this rack pretty easily. The trouble would be to hit it too hard and end up making it the 8 be in a tough place at the end if she doesn't make it. Yeah, see, here is tougher to make. I think, and then it looks like she left at 5. Ooh. Bryan made a good shot there. He tried to tie it up, but I think that he's left this cut. He certainly left like a kick, and you could try to call this pocket too. Yeah, I was going to type Stefan, but I'm going to just talk. So yeah, no break box. Thanks for the information. There are meanwhile and worldwide, hundreds of different rules. It's amazing. I think that whoa. See, now this is a better spot for Vic, right? Back to the hundreds of different rule sets. It is interesting how there's not been unification, and I don't really think that there will be. I think that what's more important is the game is still going to be won mostly by the player that's the better player in general, and the rules aren't going to affect that. The strategies get to, there are innovators, and they're going to like learn how to maximize. That was a nice shot. The innovators are going to learn how to maximize the advantage that they can get with any particular rule set. But eventually, the people that put in the time, will learn and overcome any rule set. They'll start to know what the standard rules are, and then there will be another change to kind of switch it up and to give some people an opportunity, So I don't mind playing different rule sets myself. Now Bryan has a good shot here if he can just get it off the rail enough to have a good shot on the 6 or the 1, but not really. But he's definitely made the 8 tougher, which is good. in a way. So if he's going to cut this, oh, he's playing a safe. Oh, double kissed it. So Vic's probably going to shoot a bank shot here, which I think is good. Top left corner bank. See if Bryan can play this shot here. Bryan's looking sharp in one of our quarter zips. Nice. A little long, but this is fine because now he can just play this shot here. Ooh. I don't know that he needed to hit it that hard. It seemed to me as though he could have just rolled it in. Now I think Vic's just got this 8 in the side and then play it up like that. Ooh, missed it, but left Bryan pretty tough. Not sure what you can do to get actually safe here. And there's really not a great ball pocketing opportunity. Yeah, if the 6 goes past, that's a shot. You know, the problem is you're playing shape for the ball. So if you miss, you're supposed to end up leaving a shot. Think that's going to bounce past. Did not. Dang. This is cool, though. Kicking to the end rail. See how accurate my lines are. So that's the spot right there. Ooh, I think maybe in between where she hit it and my line would have been the spot. Yeah, right. WPA, I think is standard. Yeah. We play a lot of bar table 8-ball where I live, and that's on 7-footers. So when we play the 9-foot table on our, like at our house, for instance, then we'll play the same rule set that we use for league or the 8-ball, which is, I think BCA is the standard 8-ball rule set that we use. Oh, Bryan missed the 8, left it in the jaws. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but I do understand the WPA rules is like standard. I think that for the purposes of what we're doing, it makes sense because Bryan's kind of a, 380, 390 Fargo. So, and I don't think the rule set matters that much, like in this set. But yeah, I don't really care about the rules myself. I'll play whatever. Just tell me what they are. You know what I mean? So Vic's up 2-1. Bryan's definitely gonna be thinking about that. That miss was brutal because he made a good shot there to get good shape on the 8 as well. He just basically, yeah, exactly. Why did he hit it? Exactly. Why did he hit it so hard? Yeah, that's a good question to ask, but I think that, you get the nerves a little bit. He's trying to get better, so hopefully he watches this and sees that just got a little bit more control stroke is the game. Oh, I don't know about the new WPA rules, Mark. I don't know. Stefan, do you know about that? Maybe you can respond on the chat there. Yeah, I haven't really been paying too much attention to the rules lately. I more kind of like follow when I start thinking about playing bigger events that have rule set than I will. And I get kind of streaky with my own like viewership. I'll, watch a little bit for inspiration now and again. And just to like see what kind of videos are out for technique. Yeah, right. Exactly. Bryan is a gentleman. That's true. So Vic's up 2-1 here. All right, I'm back on here. See if Vic's got to bust out the bridge. I think it's good for most people to learn how to use the bridge. I think pretty much everybody, unless you're very tall, and even then, it could happen. And it doesn't take too long. And I'd say anybody that really wants to learn how to bridge, use it like often, more like as a boot camp type thing where you're going to use it like for an hour a day in practice for like a week of practice time if you can. And then you'll pretty much never need to after that because then you'll get the idea. It's just about learning how to do the stroke from a different like reverse, basically. But I kind of pretend that it's like a dart. I played darts as a kid a little bit, so I kind of pretend that it's like a dart, and I'm just darting it. Oh, it's fun. What is my favorite spot? Breaking an 8 ball on a 9 foot table. I like to break kind of from the box, honestly, and just break hard and wide open. Hope to make a ball, and then on a bar table, if the ball, depending on what kind it is, maybe if it's a valley bar table, then I'll break second ball quite often. Maybe the rule set says that, like in tap rules, which is one of the leagues that are played around here, making the 8 on the break is a win. So in that case, I'll break second ball, knowing that I can win the game just breaking and making the 8. And that's so that since there's a higher percentage of that happening, I'll shoot that break, even though it's not necessarily better. I think that breaking the head ball and versus second ball on a bar table gives you a little bit less pattern, like spread, unless you break the balls really nice. So if you want like a wide open rack, you could pretty much the head ball. But then if you don't make a ball, now it's going to be easier for your opponent. So I like breaking head ball because I can break pretty hard. But I also on a bar table will definitely, if the balls are not racking good, then I'll definitely go second ball like pretty quickly. But I think that most of the top players would agree that you want to be trying to make a ball, and whatever the percentage is to do that is the best break. And I think breaking hard. Yeah, I think most people just break head on really hard, maybe like 10 ball, I would say, if that makes sense. If you watch Shane Van Boening break 8 ball on a 9 footer, I think that's what most people would say is the ideal, which is just break it hard like 10 ball, and then you get massive cue ball movement, vertical and back into the kitchen even. So Bryan's made one of Vic's balls, which I think is a good idea because it was tying up that whole corner pocket. uh, they don't have like those small, what do they call it? The English black ball tables where you're at, or is that only in the UK? Stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think it's what is it? Red balls and yellow balls, but it's like 8 ball, basically American 8 ball kind of. But they mostly break that game. It seems like with head ball break. So I don't know if you've played that or not. But yeah, 8 ball and 10 ball break I think are very similar. Like it's kind of a niche thing, breaking second ball that's more specific for a 7 foot table. So I think the trick here is getting on the 6 ball right. Ooh. Well, Well, this is interesting because now the 7 is blocking the corner, bottom right corner. Not sure if Bryan is just gonna like make the 7 with shooting the 10, but that would leave Vic with pretty much having a shot for sure, unless he thins off the bottom of it. But it doesn't look like he's gonna hit it. Looked like it was a smart shot, but he needed to hit that thinner carom. Really make sure you hit it thin. Interesting. She's just gonna shoot the 6 right now, knowing the 7 is there. It's a good shot. She might end up shooting this 3 next. Ooh, you can bank it. She could kick in the 7 as well and come around for the 3 again, but the 10 ball might block. Mm-hmm. Dang, made it. Looks like there's a shot. And since the 3 is down on the bottom, it looks like she can kick it one rail and make it if she can't hit it directly. Yeah, the hay ball is taking over, and hay ball is like American 8 ball and black ball as well. It's a fun game, but in the U.S., it's not played very much on a 9-foot table. She's gonna make this shot. Ooh. That was a good run. Just had to make that 8 ball, which was tough. Just hit that a little bit softer, I guess. I think you needed to go for draw on that shot. This is going to be way tougher than being like 6 or 8 inches off the rail. No, he seemed a little bit stretched out. So he got down on that a little bit too quickly. Okay, he's missed, and now Vic has shot here. See if Vic can complete. Yeah, I've never actually played hay ball on a Chinese 8-ball table. So, but I played snooker before, and I kind of understand the theory of how much more difficult it is to pocket balls. Oh, Bryan trying to play safe by covering it up. It's very difficult to play safe with the moving ball as the ball you're trying to play behind. So Vic's just got to make this 8. And this is it's reasonable. Kind of got wobbly with the cue there on the bridge. Didn't seem to be like down on it proper. Ooh. Well, Bryan's left another shot. This is actually, I think that it seems like we're favored to make it here. Ooh. Whoa. That was wild. I like kicking this ball in from here. Yeah, pool's amazing. Like you'd think, oh, if she misses the 8, he's gonna have something kind of easy shot. Yeah, you just play this shot. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here. But I don't see anything else you can do. I don't think that you want to bank it. You want to bank it? You want to bank it? Or you want to kick at it? Kick at it. Oh. Too much spin. 3-1. Dang. This is 8 ball. So 3-1. Vic is in the lead here. Vic's break. Got 5 watching. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me by myself with my own voice. Yeah, we just recently got the EvoSports situation, so we do this commentary thing, which I think is really cool. I've been planning on doing more of it and getting more into the commentary side of things as I get older. Excuse me. Have a little bit more knowledge to share. I know the table is slightly twisted. I'm like, yeah, that's strange. I don't know if it affects anything really. You can make that ball, that ball. These balls kind of like do this thing. Sometimes they do this thing. There's like a ball kind of does like this thing in there. And one of those will make it or not. So I think the one on the side is good here. Yeah, we got these balls clustered up. That's a little bit the tough thing. This is messed up now. Probably what I'd do here, make 12, come down, try to split these balls, something like this. Playing shape for this ball, hopefully. Maybe VIC is solids and I just don't know. It's nice you don't even have to delete it. This goes away on its own. I'm experimenting with the tools here, trying to get a little bit more experience with using them and get a little bit more accurate. You guys feel like using the tools like the drawings is too much? How much should I use it? What do you think? I'm trying to be, I think it's nice because you can be like, you can make this and then now you're going to like play your cue ball up like that, But then if I was like, too much of all this around here, that wouldn't be fun. Dang, so Bryan made a ball that wasn't called. So I think it's still open. 6 balls on the table. I'm not sure what shot is being lined up here. I think she's playing the carom. Cool. Got to try something. Ooh. Scratching the side. So I think 15 in the right side, stop shot type situation, then shoot the 13 next. The 10 is tough. I mean, ideally, if you leave the angle just on the 13 to roll forward and break the 10 out. You could also use a thinner angle on the 14. Yeah, I got hooked. She could hit the side of the ball, which 6 and 8 are tied up. Oop, those 2 stripes or 2 solids in the middle over there. 5 and the 7 are a little bit tricky now. But he's got a shot on this 3, which was like a tough ball to get on earlier. So if he can make this, then he's got an easier life. Excuse me. And he's got a shot at this 4. Oh yeah, breaking off the rail. Yeah, I think that it works pretty good, and for some people, you just have that much more comfortable stroke, for breaking off the rail. I'm pretty good. I find it kind of figured out how to break with my hand, out of my hand. So I don't do that anymore very much. But on a bar table, some of the time I will break off the rail. Ooh. Okay, the 8 is tied up on the 6 here. Other than that, Vic's got some open balls. You could shoot the 8 in the top right corner. That's really the only real legit shot, which would just require you to then maybe shoot the 9 last or the 10 last. Or you could even use the 13 if you get a good angle. You could try to break it out right here by going right into it, down to the end rail, and then up into it. If you hit the 8, then the 8 will go up here, and then the cue ball will either go to this way to leave you this ball or this shot, which is why I like shooting the 9 to break it out right now. If you did hit the 6, that could be the issue though. If you came and hit the 6, the 6 would come up, and then potentially the cue ball could get trapped, and then you don't have the shot. So, in case you wanted me to talk about what could have happened, she would have shot the 9. See, Bryan's got a combo here. I think 2 to the 5. Oh, just the 5. The 5 was pocketable. Nice, good speed. So you can just play back out. Still the 6. I think this is the pocket, top left. I still think that 9 ball shot is a good shot here. Definitively to come into him, bang. From that ball, 8 goes that way, cue ball ends up here. Then you shoot the 10, float down, back over, and then you have your 8 in there. What do you guys think? Okay, we won't do that. Now the 6 has no pocket. I don't even know what to do. I think he was trying to play the 6 behind the 9 to block the pocket. Just got to make sure to get on this 13. So I might play like rail first. The combo is good too, because then you're going to play back. Ooh. Oh man, I thought I was going to make it. It's going to be weird now, though. Ooh. Kind of a safety, or he just missed? I feel like it was. I don't know. If he made it, then he was probably going to play this. Leave the 2 right here. I think Vic has to kick at it. Maybe she can hit this spot. Ooh. Huh? This is a little dicey here. Who knows what's going to happen? Make that come off. Bump that ball. But then see, now this is over here. Hey, it's good to see you, Stefan. Take care. Happy New Year. Ooh, this is tough. Bryan is going to almost for sure sell out. Just making a hit. So now if you can control both balls, you can shoot this combo to make the 10, and then nice. That's going to work. Four to one. Four to one. Yeah, almost made that ball in the side. See, this is the scenario where, if it breaks them wide open, but you don't make a ball now, they're pretty open. Not to say that this is like so easy. I'd say the trouble here is the 4 ball. I like solids other than the 4 ball is a little bit tough. Stripes is not too bad. This ball is tied up, but you can easily shoot this first shot, make that, and then bump this out and shoot it all the way down. He was trying to play off of it, which I like as well. I didn't even think of that. If he would hit that better, then that probably would have worked out. Now Vic has options of doing whatever she wants. And I think if you shoot this ball first, it makes sense to take stripes. If I'm playing solids, then I might shoot the 2 in this pocket because it doesn't pass the 10. If I shoot this ball first, I'd probably shoot it here, then plan to shoot this ball next. If I can leave that here, then I would shoot that ball. Boom, and that would give me that, and then I might draw back for this ball. Then shoot the 9 on the side. Yeah. Or this corner, maybe. You never know. Pretty good. It's actually pretty manageable here. Now you can kind of do whatever you want as long as you kind of stay in control of yourself. You can shoot any of the balls. You just need to make sure that at some point you got to get on this 2. That's the only real trouble. Everything else, there's kind of a zone. Yeah, I think now really the time is now to shoot the 2 all the way down. Banking it is a good idea as well. Barely didn't make it. From here, play something like that. The trick is maybe to get on that ball. Now that he's here, yeah, come out. Even go back this way, whatever your angle is. Yeah, now you can bump it, stay here, and shoot that ball. Because then once you're out here, you can go up, back, hit that ball, come across, shoot this shot, and then you're coming up like this. Boom. Yep, he's a little straight. But even here, the danger is this. Yeah, see, he hit it not to go forward, which is good. the thing is that you didn't have the angle to really punch it, hit it hard. Made a good shot there, but now you've ended up a little bit tough, right? Because now really what you want to do is play this. Ooh, that was nice. It looked so thin from here. I thought it was going to fly. So yeah, now you can just make it and just come across. Four to two. Ooh, nice shot. Not sure if the two goes in the side. Not sure if the four goes. Looks like the one goes in the right side. Pretty tough. There's not much to do here. It looks easy. Some wrecks are like that. So what I would do is look at what tough balls there are for him, and then like the 9 is kind of tricky to get at. This ball, so I might leave that. Maybe mess with the 2 to open that because you're not messing with any of these other balls. Dang. Nailed the bank, but no shot now. Probably kick it to 4 or kick it to, excuse me, kick at the 3 or the 2. I don't think kicking up the 4 is a good shot, really. It's hard to hit it and you're jacked up. Might have to kick 2 rails at the 3 with speed. I can kick 1 rail. That's what I thought originally was good. Made a hit. So here I would shoot the 9 first, breaking the balls off. That would keep the cue ball here, and then I could shoot that ball, and then that would open up everything. And the tough thing would be to get on this ball. So I might play something like boom. Anyways, now that we're here, I play this ball, play down here, shoot that next. Really, I'd love to shoot that on the side. The 9 is there too, so now from here you can come back, or you can come up. You can get up here, you can shoot, and then go into the 8, break the 8 off. Sorry if y'all heard the dog there. Maybe the bank is open here. Gotta shoot the 13. I like coming over here. Sorry, I had to kick the dog out of the room here. He's making noise. So Vic's got the I guess you go for the 7 here and just play for the 6 next. Maybe the 2. Came a little far. Maybe now he has to shoot 10 here and play like over here. I don't know how easily you could cut that ball playing like this. Pretty thin. Elevated over that ball too. He's a pretty tall guy, so maybe that is the shot. Well, Bryan's left at 11 in a good spot for himself. Not sure what really Vic has here. That's awesome. She might even consider banking the 2 ball. Yeah, if you bank the 2, there's actually a fair chance you'll bump the 11 out of the way and end up with the shot. Well, see what happens now. Okay, well, Bryan missed a long shot. Left Vic. Pretty good opportunity. He's got to get a good position on that. Really want to get into this, like this type of line here. Box like that so that you can play your cue ball and have this easy shot. Cue ball up to here. Well, it sort of makes it easier to play shape. Now you can play for the 6 or the 2 if Bryan is to leave another shot. Bryan made it. Now he just actually is in a good position here. Just make this 10 with a stop shot or a little bit of a stun. Oop. And he's left Vic that angle that you wanted for the 2. So this is looking pretty good for Vic now. See if she can capitalize. You know, you might play something like up to here and then back to this spot. Yeah, see, now that you're this far down, now I might play this ball back up and here or up this way, just up to here. Cutting it left or cutting it to the right? Oh, a little thin. Maybe cut this all the way down. Maybe bank it. I don't know that you can expect to get safe, so I think whatever the highest percentage shot is what you should shoot. Oh, that was unfortunate. So it's 5-2. Making the 8 in the wrong pocket is a loss. Okay, 5-2. All right, dry break. Solids look a little better because we have this and we have this. Solids tough situation is really this 7. Also the 5. Bryan's got a good situation to maybe make it right now. Play down over here or even go back and forth. I would consider this 1 right now if it's me. from here, now what he's done is he's got this. You're going to make that. Probably going to shoot this next. And then now you're going to have to come back over for this. And now how are you going to get down here? There you go. I like this. You shoot this. Now you shoot the shot. I like this. Now, not sure about this ball still because it's been tough the whole time. Really, the ideal would have been to come like that. But you can't shoot it past the 3, right? I might even think about, excuse me. Might have thought about like shooting it past the 10 and then playing the cue ball like this. I don't know. Okay, now that we're here, we got this tied up, and these are all still messed up. Maybe you can shoot the 7 here. I don't know. Yeah. A little short. I wonder. I don't think that goes, but maybe it does. Well, broke all that stuff out. That's good. Make a smiley face. Ooh. Left side. I don't know where your cue ball is. Is it straight in? If you can send your cue ball up this way, that would be sweet. Yeah. I like this though, because now you have this shot. You can either play it up this way, it's gonna be more like this, excuse me. Or you can play back over here for that ball. Oh, now you gotta bank it. she's going to draw, then she's going to try to go up there. Ooh. You hit here, still a bit too full. She hit it thinner, it would have maybe hit that spot. Still a little bit too full. But, I mean, looking at this, there's really no drama here. This is also tied up. What's he going to do here? You got 2 spots. Here, if this doesn't go, I might actually bank this ball first. I don't know if you can bank it this way, but if you can't, you can bank it up here. Then this ball doesn't go. That shot's very difficult. So if you leave your cue ball like in this zone, thing is that if the 5 doesn't go, then I don't know how good of a shot that might be. It's a couple things that have to happen here. I think that was a foul. So Vic's got ball in hand. I'm going to play for this bank shot. Yeah, I like playing the cue ball like here, stop shot, and then playing up this way. Like make it go up this way. Leave it right here. Boom, boom. Whoa. A little bit more energy than she needed on that one. I think that almost seemed to me like a combination of trying to go up and down and then this shot as well, which would have been fine because then you still have that bank. He still has this problem. Ooh, nailed it. Nice. Ooh. Now what? I wonder if that bank goes. I can't really see if the 8's in the way or not. He can't really tell either. Okay, we're going to find out together. Dang. Oh. Oh, whoa. That was wild. And then it's back where it started almost. This is actually tough. This is like do or die for Bryan too, because if he plays shape for the 8, which I think you should, then if you miss the 4, which you could, because it's actually pretty tough. This is an interesting shot. I don't think you want to play safe here, but you could. If you wanted to play safe, you probably bump the 8. Oh yeah, he's gonna play off the side of it. See, this is interesting. He's gonna hit it super soft. Now, in case he watches this later, if you put your cue ball right here and you play off of it like thin to here, that works too. Even if you can put it thin or like put it really close. Whoa. 5-3. Looks like the one goes here. That'd be a cool shot to start. That would break the rack wide open for VIC. Good shot. Now she's just got to access the 6. Like if you got to get to like this line here. Yeah, so I like playing the 7 and then playing it up this way. That's enough. Yeah, I think that now bump that 9 ball. And you'll probably end up with a shot if you can bump that 9. So really you just got to make it and not hit it so hard that you get out of control with it. I think you got to shoot the 9 here. 9 in the corner, cue ball that way into this ball. If the cue ball bumps, then you have that. And if it traps, you have that. And if it floats down, you might end up with this one. Five 10 is tied up. Diminished angle window here for that. think that passes. 5-10 is still tough. Drilled it. Dang, almost made that bank shot. Bryan's got a pretty open layout here now. Still, you gotta make all the balls. And then it's easy to get tricky, especially that 12. If you think you want to shoot this combo, just to move the 12 to a better spot. The 10 is actually in a good spot to get to the 12, though. You know, if you shoot this ball, you got to go like here and then up this way. See, this ball is in the way of being really nice. See, now, I don't know if he can make it. Play back up. Make it and play to here. Nice. Pretty good angle here. Looking pretty good. Ooh, Bryan. Ooh, that was awesome. Stunned it forward. Yeah. That created the angle to come down this way now. Yeah, now you can play like this, or you can draw and kind of come up this way. Ooh. Maybe the cut, maybe the bank. Made it. All right, 6-3. VIC's on the hill. VIC's up to break. Going for dead middle table. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I got kissed into the scratch. So it's ball in hand anywhere. I would consider the 5. If you shoot the 5, then everything else is open, solids wise. Then I think the toughest ball to get on from there would be the 4. The 9 is tied up. I can go with a different color. So we kind of got like, take that, play the cue ball and break those out. That would be sweet. I don't think the 6 passes the 14, so that's blocked up for Bryan. The only trick is to get in here, this window here. Once that's open, then now that opens up. That opens up. Ooh, didn't break it out. So that's still open, or still tied up right here. And now Bryan tried to play tricky there. I like the shot. At least it goes now. And actually, Vic doesn't have a great shot, so it was a good shot. Seemed a little dicey. The trick is to figure out what to do with those. I think I'm going back to red. Go back to the draw. Yeah, Vic can really just be planning to break some balls up. Well, Bryan's got a good chance here. Really, the 8 is a tough ball to potentially get on. Probably use the 7 to get on ideally. So I'd probably play the 5. That would bump this. Well, now you can play the 5. Where you go through it. Draw back. Oh. Now you're going to play the 2. Is he looking at the 4? I don't know. I mean, I think I can roll it in, leave your cue ball like right here, shoot the 7, and then come straight up table. Dang, almost made that on the side. That would have been cool. It would have been just made it way less traffic if that would have happened. Pretty good shot. Now I can just shoot the 7, come up. Really more like this. Pretty good. I mean, he left himself a little bit longer than I thought he had to. This is a good angle. Missed it. Ooh, and it's tied up now. Dang, he's way deep in there. So, shoot that ball here. Maybe come over this way. So I don't know if the bank is the shot. See if Bryan makes this bank shot. Ooh. I wonder how easily that ball goes in. Seems like it doesn't go in the combo sense because you probably would shoot that first if it was easy. I don't know, just the edge or not. Looks like maybe the edge is sold out here and he can bank it. Ooh. See, now that that is there, now I would consider hitting that ball and then just keeping your cue ball right here. Nice. Nice. Yeah, right. He didn't use weeds. Definitely. That looked like it was money. Yeah, I think it looked like he hit the angle right. He just didn't hit it hard enough. And truthfully, that 15 was in a spot too, where if he would have hit it harder and maybe hit it short, it could have still glanced off of it. Ooh. Ooh. I like shooting the combo, leaving the cue ball down over here. Got fortunate there, but leaving that ball above the 8 is a pretty intelligent move. Forcing Bryan to move it. Now pretty much all the balls are open. I think probably a kick shot like that. I don't know if he wants to kick this way and try to make it. That's a good idea. Why not? It's lining up the one rail kick into the corner, top right corner, it looks like. I think he looks right of the spot. Yep. So if this doesn't pass, then if you're confident, then you almost have to put your cue ball here first and shoot that. But you can always play multiple safeties. You have to kind of plan to play another safe here or run them all out. But I think that running them out here is a good idea. You shoot this one first, and you have that one. Then you can come make this and that. And then if you can bump this ball down or play straight in on it, then you just have to make these 3 balls. And then the key would be to get on this ball. But if you're planning to play another safe, that's fine. Because if you don't, it's not necessarily easy to stay in line the whole time. So now that you have these balls, you almost, yeah. Scratching right there is good. If she would have made that and made one more, she could have played safe. Yeah, calling safe while dropping one of your balls is a good idea. I'm kind of like to just make it more available. I don't almost want to make it sometimes because I like having it out there to make it a little bit one more obstacle. Ryan's going to try to kick this in the side. Oh, that was a nice try. Yeah, I like shooting the 9 here. 9, 10, 15. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wonder. This is perfectly. Maybe. Looks like you definitely hit the side. I don't know if you can make it or not. I don't think this is on the table. Oh, snap. I guess that's that, guys. Have a great one.